I've been on this earth for over 80 years now, and in that time I've learned a thing or two about life. One of the most profound realizations I've had is this: stop choosing what's not choosing you. It sounds simple, but it's a truth that can change your entire perspective if you truly embrace it. Too often we find ourselves chasing after things that simply aren't meant for us. We pursue relationships with people who don't reciprocate our feelings. We strive for careers that don't align with our passions, and we cling to dreams that, deep down, we know aren't realistic. We waste so much time and energy trying to force pieces into a puzzle that they were never designed to fit into. But here's the thing: life has a way of guiding us towards what's truly meant for us. When we're on the right path, doors open effortlessly. Opportunities arise as if by magic. The right people come into our lives at precisely the right moments. It's almost as if the universe is conspiring in our favor. On the flip side, when we're chasing after something that's not meant for us, we face resistance at every turn. We struggle, we fight, we push against the current, but no matter how hard we try, we just can't seem to make progress. That's because we're swimming upstream, trying to go against the natural flow of our lives. I remember when I was younger, I had my heart set on becoming a lawyer. I studied pre-law in college, spent countless hours preparing for the LSAT, and even got accepted into a prestigious law school. But as I embarked on that journey, something just didn't feel right. I felt like I was forcing myself into a mold that didn't quite fit. It wasn't until I took a step back and really listened to my intuition that I realized law wasn't my true calling. Instead, I felt drawn towards business and entrepreneurship. I decided to take a leap of faith and pursue that path instead, even though it meant starting over in many ways. And you know what? As soon as I made that shift, everything began to fall into place. I met the right mentors, stumbled upon incredible opportunities, and found a sense of fulfillment that I had never experienced before. It was as if the universe was rewarding me for finally listening to my inner voice and aligning myself with my true purpose. The same principle applies to relationships. How many times have you found yourself pining after someone who just isn't interested? You send them texts that go unanswered, you go out of your way to bump into them, you try to convince them to give you a chance, but despite your best efforts, they just aren't receptive. Meanwhile, there may be someone else right in front of you who is ready and willing to love you the way you deserve. Someone who appreciates your quirks, who supports your dreams, who makes you feel alive and inspired. But because you're so focused on chasing the person who isn't choosing you, you might miss out on the incredible love that's been waiting for you all along. It's a hard truth to swallow, but sometimes the people we want the most are the ones who are the least right for us. And the sooner we can accept that and redirect our energy towards those who truly value us, the sooner we can find the happiness and fulfillment we seek. The same goes for our careers and our passions. Too many people stay stuck in dead-end jobs because they're afraid to take a risk and pursue something new. They convince themselves that they're not qualified, that they don't have what it takes, or that the timing isn't right. But the truth is, if you have a burning desire to do something different with your life, there's no better time than now to go for it. Sure, making a major life change can be scary. It requires courage, faith, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. But the alternative is far worse: living a life of regret, wondering what could have been if only you had been brave enough to follow your heart. I'll never forget the moment I decided to leave my corporate job and start my own business. It was terrifying, and there were plenty of people who told me I was crazy for giving up a stable paycheck to pursue such an uncertain path. But deep down, I knew it was what I was meant to do. I had a vision for my life that couldn't be contained within the walls of a cubicle, and I was willing to risk everything to bring that vision to life. And you know what? It was the best decision I ever made. Yes, there were challenges and setbacks along the way, but the rewards have been beyond anything I could have imagined. I wake up every day excited to do work that I love, to make a positive impact on the world, and to live life on my own terms. And none of that would have been possible if I had chosen to stay stuck in a career that wasn't choosing me. So my challenge to you today is this: take a good hard look at your life and ask yourself if you're choosing things that are truly choosing you back. Are you in relationships that uplift and inspire you, or are you settling for less than you deserve? Are you doing work that lights you up inside, or are you just going through the motions to collect a paycheck? Are you pursuing dreams that make your heart sing, or are you letting fear and doubt hold you back? If you find that you're choosing things that aren't choosing you, it's time to make a change. It's time to let go of what's no longer serving you and make space for what's truly meant for you. It might be scary, it might be uncomfortable, but I promise you this: when you align yourself with what's authentically right for you, magic happens. Doors that were once closed suddenly swing wide open. People who were once strangers become your biggest supporters. Opportunities that you never could have imagined start falling into your lap. It's as if the universe is saying, finally, you're on the right track. Here's everything you need to make your dreams a reality. But it all starts with a choice to honor yourself, to listen to your inner wisdom, and to trust that life is always guiding you towards your highest good. A choice to let go of what's not meant for you and embrace what is. I know it's not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments when you question everything. But in those moments, I want you to remember this: you are worthy of a life that feels good. You are deserving of relationships that nourish your soul, work that ignites your passion, and experiences that fill you with joy. And the only way to create that kind of life is by choosing what chooses you. So start today. Start small, if you need to, but start somewhere. Let go of one thing that's been weighing you down, and open yourself up to something new. Trust your instincts, follow your heart, and believe that the universe has your back. Because when you do, I promise you this: your life will unfold in ways more beautiful than you ever could have imagined. It's not about forcing things to happen or trying to control every outcome. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and allowing yourself to be guided towards what's truly meant for you. It's about having faith that even when things don't go according to plan, there's always a higher purpose at work. I've seen it time and time again in my own life. Moments that felt like setbacks actually turned out to be blessings in disguise. Relationships that ended painfully cleared the way for new love to enter. Failures that felt devastating paved the way for even greater successes. It's all part of the journey, and every experience is a chance to learn, grow, and evolve. So embrace the ups and downs, the twists and turns, the unexpected detours. Trust that every step is leading you closer to your true path, even if it doesn't always feel that way in the moment. And most importantly, never stop listening to that inner voice that knows, without a shadow of a doubt, what's right for you. It might whisper at first, but the more you listen, the louder it will become. And as you start to align your life with its guidance, you'll find that everything begins to flow with more ease and grace. You'll attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences like a magnet. You'll feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment that you never knew was possible. But it all starts with a willingness to let go of what's not choosing you, a willingness to make space for what's truly meant for you, a willingness to trust in the journey and believe that your best life is waiting for you, just on the other side of your comfort zone. So take a deep breath, summon your courage, and take that first step. Choose what chooses you, and watch as your world begins to transform in ways you never could have imagined. It won't always be easy, but I promise you this: it will always be worth it. Because at the end of the day, life is too short to settle for anything less than what sets your soul on fire. You deserve to wake up every morning feeling excited, inspired, and alive. You deserve to be surrounded by people who love and appreciate you for exactly who you are. You deserve to do work that fills you with a sense of purpose and meaning. And most of all, you deserve to live a life that feels authentic, joyful, and true to your deepest desires. So stop choosing what's not choosing you and start embracing what is. Trust the journey, trust yourself, and trust that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. And remember, no matter what challenges you face along the way, you have everything you need within you to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. It's time to stop settling, stop compromising, and start living the life you were born to live. It's time to choose yourself, choose your dreams, and choose a future that fills you with excitement and possibility. Because when you do, I promise you this, the best is yet to come. When I was in my 20s, I found myself in a relationship that I thought was the real deal. We had been together for years, and I had convinced myself that this person was my soulmate, my forever partner. I had invested so much time, energy, and emotion into the relationship that I couldn't imagine my life without them. But as time went on, I started to notice little signs that something wasn't quite right. We would have arguments that never seemed to get resolved. We had different values and goals for the future. And I often felt like I was compromising my own needs and desires to keep the peace. But still I held on, convinced that if I just tried harder, loved more, and gave more of myself, things would eventually work out. It wasn't until a close friend of mine sat me down and had a heart-to-heart with me that I finally started to see the truth. She pointed out all the ways in which this relationship was draining me, holding me back, and keeping me from being my authentic self. She reminded me of all the dreams and goals I had put on hold, because they didn't align with what my partner wanted for us. And most importantly, she made me see that I deserved so much more than what I was settling for. It was a hard pill to swallow, but I knew in my heart that she was right. I had been choosing someone who wasn't really choosing me back, at least not in the way I needed and deserved. I had been pouring my heart and soul into a relationship that was never going to be what I truly wanted, no matter how hard I tried. So I made the difficult decision to end things and strike out on my own. It was scary, and there were moments when I doubted myself and wondered if I had made the right choice. But as time went on, I started to notice something incredible happening. Suddenly I had all this time and energy to focus on myself and my own goals. I started pursuing passions and hobbies that I had let fall by the wayside. I reconnected with old friends and made new ones, and I started to feel a sense of joy and freedom that I hadn't experienced in years. And then, when I least expected it, I met someone new, someone who shared my values, supported my dreams, and loved me for exactly who I was. It was like the universe had been waiting for me to let go of what wasn't serving me so that it could bring me something even better. And as I look back on that time in my life, I realize that none of it would have been possible if I had stayed in that old relationship, settling for less than I deserved. So if you find yourself in a similar situation, whether it's in your relationships, your career, or any other area of your life, I want you to remember this: you are worthy of so much more than you can even imagine. You deserve to be with someone who chooses you every single day, who supports your dreams and encourages you to be your best self. You deserve to do work that fills you with passion and purpose, and to be surrounded by people who uplift and inspire you. But to attract those things into your life, you have to be willing to let go of what's no longer serving you. You have to be willing to make space for something new, even if it's scary and uncertain. And most importantly, you have to be willing to choose yourself, even when it means making difficult decisions and facing your fears head on. I know it's not easy. Believe me, I've been there. But I also know that on the other side of that fear lies a life beyond your wildest dreams. A life where you wake up every day feeling excited, inspired, and alive. A life where you're surrounded by people who love and appreciate you for exactly who you are. A life where you're doing work that fills you with a sense of purpose and meaning. And the only way to create that kind of life is by being true to yourself, listening to your inner voice, and choosing what truly chooses you. It might mean ending a relationship that's no longer serving you, even if it's painful in the moment. It might mean leaving a job that's draining your energy and pursuing a new career path, even if it's risky and uncertain. It might mean letting go of old habits, beliefs, and patterns that are holding you back, even if it's uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But I promise you this: when you have the courage to let go of what's not meant for you and embrace what is, your life will transform in ways you never could have imagined. You'll attract abundance, joy, and fulfillment beyond your wildest dreams. You'll discover a sense of purpose and meaning that you never knew existed. And most importantly, you'll become the person you were always meant to be: authentic, empowered, and unapologetically yourself. So start today. Take a good, hard look at your life and ask yourself what you need to let go of in order to make space for something better. Trust your instincts, listen to your heart, and believe in yourself every step of the way. And remember, no matter what challenges you face along the journey, you have everything you need within you to create a life that feels good, a life that chooses you back. It's not about being perfect or having it all figured out. It's about being willing to grow, to learn, and to evolve. It's about having the courage to face your fears and take bold action towards your dreams. And most of all, it's about believing in yourself and your ability to create a life that truly fulfills you. I know it can be tempting to stay in your comfort zone, to settle for what's familiar and safe. But I'm here to tell you that there's so much more waiting for you on the other side of that fear. There's a whole world of possibilities, experiences, and relationships that you can't even imagine yet. And the only way to discover them is by being willing to let go of what's holding you back and step into the unknown. So take a deep breath, summon your courage, and trust that the universe has your back. Believe that every challenge, every setback, every heartbreak is leading you closer to your true path. And know that when you choose what chooses you, everything else will fall into place in perfect timing. It might not happen overnight, and there will undoubtedly be moments of doubt and uncertainty along the way. But I promise you this: when you stay true to yourself and keep choosing what feels authentic and aligned, your life will unfold in ways that are better than you ever could have planned. You'll look back on this moment and realize that everything you went through, every challenge you faced, every risk you took was all leading you to exactly where you were meant to be. And you'll feel a sense of gratitude and awe for the incredible journey that brought you to this point. So don't wait another moment to start living the life you truly want. Don't waste another day settling for less than you deserve. Choose yourself, choose your dreams, and choose a future that fills you with excitement and possibility. And remember every step of the way that you are not alone. There are countless others who have walked this path before you, who have faced their fears and taken bold leaps towards their dreams. Draw strength and inspiration from their stories, and know that if they can do it, so can you. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your vision, and who inspire you to be your best self. Seek out mentors, coaches, and communities that can guide you along the way and help you navigate the ups and downs of the journey. And most importantly, never stop believing in yourself and your ability to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. So go out there and make it happen. Embrace your true path, follow your heart, and never, ever settle for less than you deserve. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, and I have no doubt that you have everything it takes to make your wildest dreams a reality. Believe in yourself, believe in your journey, and believe that the universe is always on your side. And remember every step of the way that you are worthy, you are capable, and you are destined for greatness. So keep choosing what chooses you and watch as your life unfolds in ways more beautiful than you ever could have imagined. Thank you.